I wish I just threw this in my last video. It's just something I noticed rewatching in the Joe Biden clip I put in my last video. It says, you know, no big deal, but text 3033 30330. Yeah, I think so. Let me check. Yeah, 3033 30330. So you got 33 on its own there, zeros on each side. Uh, I've seen if I'm going a little too far for some people, but I've seen 33 in a lot of different things. And I used to like look into that more and like some channels that like seem to specialize in that, but I found out later that even those channels, they're a bunch of snakes too, because they make every everything, like every little detail is a hoax. All of it. Everything's fake, 100%. Oh, shooting? Yeah, it's fake, 100%. So my discernment, my final discernment on this specific channel a while back that specialized on 33 and stuff, even though I do believe some of these things are true. But he went to like an extreme. And then I questioned, where's he getting his money from? Doesn't look like he has a job. Sure enough, probably just another puppet devil. But um, so the goal is, from what I could see, is to suck everybody in. That's like, oh yeah, everything hoax 33. Suck them in, get them glued to that, and then get them to believe that every little thing in the world is a hoax and fake and fraud. Even though I do believe a lot of it is, but not like every little thing. So then you look crazy. Like, let's say something real does happen and real people die, and you're going around, oh, they didn't die, you idiots. They're lying to you. That kid didn't die. He's alive right now, and the parents are laughing and all this. So uh, it could go too far, and I think that's the goal. It's just a different angle because the devil's coming in at all kinds of channels. He's the channel king. A lot of different divisions pit each other, pit them all against each other. All these things happen, but you could see that, right? Let's say something real really does happen, and you look like an insane, uncaring terrorist now. You're laughing and going, oh yeah, right, that's hoax. Those people are all still alive. You know, so then I started to back off of that stuff a little bit. Well, a lot. Um, Focus on more on what's important, but it's good to know some of these things. But it's just, I don't know, just an interesting little thing. 33. It's in the Joe Biden text 3033. 33 has been connected to hoax before. They've done it. I know they've done it. 33,000 emails with Hillary. I wish I had more examples. There's a lot, and I just don't. I wish I had, like, my memory is pretty good, but some of these little details are just like not that important. I wish I had like a true memory palace. Um, there's a lot of different things that's really like events. Right now, the only one that's sticking out to me is the Hillary thing. 33,000 emails. These things are not coincidence. Okay, it's not. No, this text thing, I don't know for sure because it's not like 33 all alone. It's 30, 33. And you got 333 in there too, which some people say it means something good. Some say it's not good, evil, whatever, half evil. But you do got 33 there on its own. It's a zero on each side. So it's like, here, text to hoax, man. Text to hoax Biden. We're pulling off a hoax. So there does seem to be some kind of connection with 33 and hoaxes. Let's see, I got another link here. What do we got here? The Tonight Show interview with Bernie Sanders resurfaces. Senator predicted uncertainty of 2020 presidential election to a T. Well, yeah, I mean, there's all the snakes now. You know, I'm like way past like you know, seeing the world for what it is. I'm way past like the first,
hey, Senator Sanders.
My goodness, that first stage of like sorrowful and can't believe this is real. If this is real, then my whole worldview is crumbling and it's sad. It's not what I thought it to be and all this stuff, you know, that was like it's so over and done for me, you know. But I know there's some people though that, you know, they're maybe seeking truth and they start finding out more and more the world's really fraudulent and satanic and devilish and greedy. And it breaks down their worldview and everything that they thought of. It's kind of sad, you know, it's true. It's kind of sad, you know. But most people don't want that to happen, so they can't let it go. They'll believe everything people tell them because they want everything to be true, and they're not lying to us ever, you know, maybe sometimes, but not too much.
You look great. Really good to see you again. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
There's a lot to talk about.
Bernie Sanders.
First, I'd love to get your thoughts on last night's debate.
Well, what I think is that it was certainly not as crazy a debate as the first debate.
Yeah.
But I continue to be astounded by the degree to which Donald Trump lies. Just lies and lies and lies. Not only his lies, his downplay.
Snake calling out a snake. Come on. We know everyone lies. It's getting old.
Of this terrible pandemic from day one is just astounding to me.
Astounding.
And I hope the American people understand that because of his irresponsibility, because of his rejection of science.
What is it with like 80-year-olds this year running for presidency, man? Is that just like another kind of joke on us too?
Attacks on Dr. Fauci, that tens of thousands of people have died.
No offense to anyone that's elderly, but you know, I mean, like Biden, 77. If he would win, I really seriously question that because you're always on the go doing something, you know, stress, all that stuff, right? I don't know that he would live his first term even. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 80, 81, he'll be almost 82 by the end of the first term. But how old is Bernie? He's probably a little bit younger, I'm guessing. Early 70s or late 60s. I have no idea. What's my facial? What do I say? Yeah, I'd say like 70. Maybe 68. Come on, phone's really slow now. How old is Bernie?
79 years old.
What? Man, I wasn't even 80 years old. I wasn't joking, man. I just a quick YouTube click, you know. I just went really quick off of just looking at his face, and I was off a lot. 79 in September 8th, so he just turned. So Biden 77, Trump's like 70 something too. How old is Trump?
74 years old.
74, 79, and 77. Or was it 78 for Bernie? 79. Yeah, okay. Wow. It's insane. I keep getting this junk. Same person probably, or one or two people. Come on, focus in. What's going on? Why is it so bright? Focus in. See that? Girl chat online constantly. Just spamming my channel, constantly having to delete it. Well, I don't delete it. I report it as pornography and sexual material because that's what it is. So that's gone. I'm not clicking their dumb links. Oh, yeah, for somebody that you just posted that right now. If you're watching this video, you know, do you have anything better to do? I'm not clicking your links, just so you know. And you're probably going, yeah, right. Nobody could resist me. I don't want to brag, but I can resist you, whoever you are, whether you're a dude or a chick, you know. Go bug a 40,000 subscriber channel, please. You know, what is this? 50 subscribers and you keep on posting under different names constantly the same junk. Well, I did click on the very first time I got this on my channel, I clicked it because I was not expecting really, you know, and sure enough, it's trash. And then ever since then, I've been just instantly reporting it and then it goes away. But like almost every day, every other day, they keep posting stuff. Same person or persons, one or two, you know, just spamming the channel, trying to like, it's just so childish and foolish and sad, you know. Like I know how you think. I was carnal before I was spiritual. You're not fooling anyone. I know exactly why you're doing that and everything. You would like to get a kick out of it, you know. And maybe you even have it set up so you know if I click the link or not. Maybe you're that perverted, actually. So repent. This video is just for you, spammer, whoever you are. I don't really care. Maybe it's somebody I know. I don't know. Wouldn't make any difference to me. You're a pervert still. Back to 79-year-old Bernie here. Repent, pervert. Those are serious words. I'm not joking. It's one thing to actually do whatever you do, but like spamming a 50 subscriber channel,
model, huh? I've been looking, but
that's almost more pathetic.
I just need someone to tell me what a good price is.
Oh, the ads. Every 2 seconds there's a YouTube ad. It's terrible.
Just use Auto Trader.
Can't even
it's
skip
the only
it.
one with Kelly Blue Book. It tells you if the price is good.
I want to see this Bernie junk.
Is downplaying
Oh, wow. You can't do anything when you're on the
this
website.
terrible pandemic from day one is just astounding to me. And I hope the American people understand that because of his irresponsibility, because of his rejection of science, his attacks on Dr.
Dude,
Fauci,
everything is a spam, man. Now it's blocking my screen from notifications. Junk.
One of the things I
Go
admire
away.
about you is that you endorsed Vice President Biden, although you don't agree with him on every issue. I just think that sends a what message are you sending there?
Well, the message is that, and let me be very frank, and not everybody will agree with me, but I think that Donald Trump is the most dangerous president in the modern history of this country. And it's not just because he lies all the time. It's not just because he doesn't believe in
Well, let's see what he says.
science. It's not just because he's a racist or a sexist or a homophobe or a xenophobe. It is because he is quite intentionally trying to undermine American democracy, trying to suppress the vote. We are a democratic society. People have fought and died to defend our democracy. And we cannot
Goodness
re-elect a
gracious, to
president
just
who
say,
does not believe in the rule of law, our Constitution, or in fact, a democracy. I have known Joe for many, many years. He's a very decent guy. As you've indicated, he and I have differences of opinion on a number of issues. But I can vouch for his decency and his belief in the rule of law and democracy.
Yeah, when was the first time do you remember meeting Joe Biden?
you gotta, when you're looking at all things without bias and just searching for truth only, you know, I listen to these. I mean, I don't spend like hardly any time with like this kind of stuff, but since it's the season, you know, I'll listen to some videos and hear what they say and try to pick out one little tiny gem or something. Because like a Trump supporter, for example, would listen to this and like it would go one ear and out the other, and that's it. Like, oh yeah, Bernie, it's all lies, you know? It's not how the devil works. He said Trump is dangerous. Okay, and I think there's some truth to this. You know, making America great again might have the biggest consequence that there ever was for the country. We'll see.
Vice President?
Well, I do. You know, he was a senator and I was a senator. He was around for a very long time. I was new. And the thing I think that people will learn about Joe Biden, he is a very, very down-to-earth guy. My wife remembers the first time that she met him, and she never, talked to him at all. He sat down and he chatted with her about Ireland. Their families both come from Ireland.
Yeah.
Very, very human guy, a very empathetic guy.
Although the election is November 3rd, and it's been said that we won't know the results until days later. When do you think we'll know the results?
There it is, prediction.
Jimmy, you raise an important point, and I hope the American people understand it, because this is something I worry about. My view is every vote must be counted. For reasons which I don't have the time to get into tonight, you're going to have a situation, I suspect, in states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, other states, where they are going to be receiving huge amounts of mail-in ballots. And unlike states like Florida or Vermont, they're not being able, for bad reasons, to begin processing those ballots until, I don't know, election day, or maybe when the polls close. That means you're going to have states dealing with perhaps millions of mail-in ballots. Here is my word. What polls show and what studies have shown is that for whatever reason, Democrats are more likely to use mail-in ballots. Republicans are more likely to walk into polling booths on election day. It is likely that the first votes that will be counted will be those people who came in on election day, which will be Republican. And here is the fear, and I hope everybody hears that. It could well be, and, I don't know what's going to happen, nobody does, but it could well be that at 10 o'clock on election night, Trump is winning in Michigan, he's winning in Pennsylvania, he's winning in Wisconsin, and he gets on the television, he says, "Thank you, Americans, for re-electing me. It's all over. Have a good day." But then the next day and the day following, all of those mail-in ballots start getting counted, and it turns out that Biden has won those states. At which point Trump says, "See, I told you the whole thing was fraudulent. I told you those mail-in ballots were crooked, and we're not going to leave office." So that is a worry that I and a lot of people have. So the results, we don't know what's happened. Maybe the results will be on election day, but people should be aware of that possibility.
There's a little bit more, but forget it. Aware of that possibility, he basically nailed it to a T. These people are all in the know. I'm sorry, but he even named the same states that they're dealing with too. And so this is how the Democrat-Republican thing works, Bernie makes this claim and the Republicans don't believe it, and they believe Trump, and that this is really fraud going on here. And then Bernie over here is saying that the mail-in votes will come way later. and get counted later. So then when he starts winning, he's going to call a fraud. Who's right? Or are both lying? Or is Bernie actually right here? Is that what happened? I have a hard time believing. I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that 77-year-old Biden would actually blow out legitimately Trump. I didn't even see a single Trump anything. The last few days looking around anywhere, driving and stuff. But I saw a bunch of Trump stuff, and all the rallies were thousands of people for him and just a few for Biden. A little strange. I don't know. Are people that, Biden didn't say anything. What's he going to do? Something different, new, crazy, I remember Biden just blaming Trump and, Trump doing the same thing too, pretty much. But that's pretty interesting, isn't it? How Bernie pretty much said it right to a T, what would happen, whether it's 100% true or not. The voters, mail-in ones coming in later, and then Trump calls it a fraud. Is everyone buying that? No one can see that. Is that something they could get away with? Who knows? See, you just start asking a bunch of questions, and you just don't know for sure. But if you have any thoughts, leave a comment. I don't know. It's strange, all these predictions, and then it's happening just like they predicted. And is what Bernie said, is it true that Trump brainwashed, and got people to know in advance about this voters fraud thing? Then when he starts losing, he calls it voters fraud and says it's from, it's a fraud. But then you got Joe Biden in that clip in my last video that I posted, shared, saying outright that it's the biggest fraud that they've ever put together.
The most.
So there's that again. I don't know what to think about this. So this is how confusion and delusion works. Nothing is really making sense. If you stick with one theory or side, there's problems. If you go all the way to the other, there's problems. Can you see that? There's contradictions on both sides. Biden outright said it's going to happen, that we'll pull off the biggest voter fraud. It's just amazing. Bernie predicted it before it happened, but saying that, that Trump did this, told the people in advance. So then when he starts losing, oh, it's a voter's fraud, and he'll stay in office now because of it. So what are you going to believe? What are you going to believe? Do any votes count? Do any votes even count? That's why I just don't get into this, man. This is crazy. All sides corrupt. You can't trust or believe anything. You gotta, if a politician needs to lie, they're gonna lie. This is nothing for them. Well, that's it. Try not to make another video back to back, peace.